Selecting your crate styles is one of the most important things that you will do in Crate Pro as far as getting your company fully up to speed and making fewer changes in your crates after you have designed them. Being a custom crater, it is expected that you are going to make custom changes. However, there are over 400 different styles broken down into different categories in Crate Pro, which will make it easier for you to get from the start of entering your dimensions to the finish of being able to provide a quote to the customer and cut sheets to the floor. Crate Pro breaks styles down in a very specific way. The first letter of the style number or name will designate if it's a light, medium, or heavy-duty construction. Simply light-duty styles, the primary skids will run front to back. That is if they exist, and in some cases light-duty skids do not exist, and there are or are not rub strips. Medium-duty skids run left to right, and the rub strips are segmented and calculated also as going left to right. And heavy-duty styles, the skids run left to right with front to aft rub strips, and they are not segmented. The second letter is going to tell you if it's a plywood or lumber sheets crate or if it's mixed. Now, a mixed might be an art frame crate, which could have a lumber sides and ends and a plywood top and base. The third letter tells you where the cleating is. It's either inside, outside, or there are panels that do not have framing cleats. This will guide you in the best styles to select or to look at. Then there's numbers broken down. The crate style numbers will go above $4.99, but that's when we're getting into some custom styles. So first you'll need to look at if the cleating is interlocking or if it's load bearing, and that'll guide you into what sequence of numbers you want to be in. Okay. Then base in and base out simply means if the style is a base out, if you can see any part of that base, whether it's lumber or plywood, such as the cap is sitting on top of the base, it is base out. You may have certain cases where it's a drop end, so the plywood panels drop down or near to the floor, but the side panels are actually sitting on the base. Because we can see the portion of that base, it is considered a base out style. A base in style, you cannot see the base. The panels on the sides and ends will sit on the cleats, or in some cases, if it's a drop end, drop down or near to the floor. Now, after you've done that, or determined this, print it out if you need to, you'll want to go into the crate styles, and then you will select the styles that are preferred. The easiest way to look at this is go to the Crate Pro support page, the crateprosupport.kayako.com, and click on the links to the gallery of styles. They are broken down into the different categories of style letters and numbers, and they are using textured images which are very clear to see and very easy to decide, yes, we do that or not. Description information here is to, again, help you get a little more clarity on the difference in the styles, because you will find many are close. When you have selected styles that you would more commonly use, you will go ahead and just check the box. You also have the ability at this point to go ahead and change the name, okay? You could say, this is commonly used for customer ABC. However you would like to name it, it doesn't matter. You can give it any name that makes it easier for you to find it. You don't need to go with this style description. Once you have selected your preferred styles, and you can narrow them down by the different categories, light duty, medium duty, and heavy duty, you can select Options, which is the next tab over, and we are in the Preferences module. For the styles that you have made preferred, you can specify your common base type. When you create the design, it is only a matter of clicking another box to swap it out, but 50% or more of the time, if you use, for example, a plywood base over lumber, select plywood. For another preferred style, perhaps you use plywood and lumber, so you can check them both, and they'll be pre-checked for you when anyone selects this style when they create a new one. This one you might choose plywood, not lumber, but you might commonly use rub strips. This is, again, saving you several seconds in deciding what type of styles that you're going to use and choose them so they'll already be set up for what is common for what you would do. You can do the same thing for pallets and select preferred pallet styles. Once you have selected your styles, you'll click on the Settings tab, and here when you create a new design, navigate to the preferred. You can choose any of the options, but if you have select preferred styles, this will also save you time. When you select a new design, Create Pro opens up to the last design you were working on, and you click on New. Right now, we are in the Preferred tab, so all of these are the styles that I have selected and are preferred. If you would like to look at the style, you can click on the magnifying glass. If you simply click on the magnifying glass, you will get a wireframe image. If you would like to see a textured image, hold down the Alt key, click on the magnifying glass, and you will get a textured image minus the base pan or the lower assembly. You can click on the image and you can get a much larger image. You may choose to print this out, whatever you would like to do. And there you can close it. To select one of the styles, then you would just select the green tab, and that will bring you up to a new design with the base selection that you set up in Preferences already pre-filled in.